Hi guys, my name's Hillary. I'm from a small town where not a lot of people I feel like are actually like me. It's hard to explain when you feel like you're not who you're supposed to be or where you're supposed to be. For me, the biggest thing I always struggled with was the fact that I was gay. I never truly felt like I could be the person that I was meant to be. But this year, I changed all that. I'll never forget the day I looked in the mirror. I was nervous as all get out. And I just looked at myself and I'm like, it's gonna be okay. You're gay. And you can't keep living this life pretending like you're somebody that you're not. And it was the best feeling in the whole entire world to actually feel like I could start living, being truly who I am. And I feel like a lot of kids, when they go through this, the problem is you don't have anybody to talk to about it. So there's also the shame, and society nowadays, I feel like it just doesn't truly understand what people like me go through. Um, but nobody wants to live a life that they feel is fake. Starting out when I was 16, I tried to just tell myself, no, I was in a religious family too, so being gay was exactly like just out of the option. Okay, it was just no, it wasn't gonna happen. But I knew ever since I was 5. So when I was 16, I started dating men, and I figured, hey, I'll suppress this, I'll get rid of it. I won't even pretend like it exists. It doesn't work. I can tell you right now, it doesn't work. All it does is make you angry on the inside and depressed, really depressed. There was about 2 years where all I wanted to do was sit in bed and just think about what my life could be. But I'll never forget when I finally told everyone. They took it a lot better than I thought they were going to. I was afraid that maybe I wouldn't be accepted, but they accepted me. And now is in the lifetime where I finally get to start feeling like I'm living, being who I'm supposed to be. But I feel like a lot of people nowadays, their biggest concern isn't who they are supposed to be, like how they're supposed to be in life, how they're supposed to live their life, who they are, discovering themselves, loving themselves. But when you're a kid like me, and you're attracted to the same sex, and that's not exactly acceptable in all of this world, it makes it difficult to truly love yourself and accept yourself when you feel like you have to be a person that you're not. It's just really hard. And I don't want anybody to go through that, because I know having no one to talk to is kind of what makes it the hardest. But it'll be okay. Accept you for who you are, regardless of what your features are. I always have this saying that I like to tell everyone that I meet in life. Looks, maybe you're not happy with something. I have a big nose. I'm not happy with it. I got made fun of in school for it. Like, I literally got called Toucan Sam every name in the book. But looks, as they fade, as we get older, and we get old and our looks aren't exactly the best as they used to be, there's one thing that's still the same. One thing. Who you are on the inside. Your personality. And everybody that I meet, I feel like they always tend to like me. I've never really had a lot of people not like me, and it's not hard for me to get along with people. And like for that, there's traits that I don't like about myself. But I love myself, and not in a cocky, egotistical way either. Just the fact that I know I'm exactly who I was supposed to be on this earth. Because on the inside, I know I'm a good person. I love to help people. It's just, I feel like I'm finally starting to live. And so if there's anybody out there who's struggling, maybe you're like you have bisexual curiosities, maybe you know you've been gay forever, it's gonna be okay. And the first step is figuring out who you really are and learning to truly love yourself. Because once that happens, that's when you can actually go out in the world and show people who you really are. And when you meet that right person for yourself, it's not going to be a matter of I need to dress this way because he likes this, or I need to wear a certain type of thing because that's what he's into. You are who you are, and if they love you, they're going to love you for exactly who you are. I just feel like relationships nowadays, they're really going downhill, and that's pretty much been my goal all throughout life. You know, I've always been like a counselor type person. I've always tried to help people with their relationships. And what's crazy is I see so few relationships where there's actually true, passionate love. And I don't understand that. I think it's because people, and I've struggled with this myself, people, they don't want to be alone. They're scared to be alone. It's lonely. It sucks. I know. Trust me, there are nights where I cry myself to sleep. But once you stay alone, and instead of just settling for somebody because you don't want to be lonely, you want to have someone there, that's never going to work. Like, all that's going to end in is fighting. People are going to get their hearts broken. It's not going to be a good situation. If you take some time for yourself and figure out who you are, even if you don't have bisexual issues or you don't think that you're gay, just to even figure out what you like, what makes you happy, then that's when you'll truly start to live. And when you find that right person, you're already going to love yourself. You know, you don't feel like you have to be a certain way for them. And I feel like it's just so rare that we have those true passionate couples out nowadays.